You know what the delay is, right?
Yeah, for sure.
He doesn't want to take his hat off, so he have to get.
No,
I don't want to either.
no, that's the point.
Are you filming this?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
the hat's a whole
We're
goddamn.
flying by the seat of our pants.
You see it? That's so fucking awesome. Fuck.
All of the knots, all of the guac, all of the pesos, all of the pollo, all of the knots, all of the
Frivolous
fries,
lawsuits.
all of the pesos, all
Right,
of
that was called frivolous.
However, I will say this: I'm the kind of person I will help you. I will help all my friends out, no matter what, because that's what makes a wealthy man.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yep. Cheers, for sure. For sure. All right, man. Soup sandwich. How you doing? Bobby Miller's in the house. Jim Sheridan. Is it Sheridan?
Sheridan, that's it.
Sheridan.
Yeah.
Is that Canadian?
He's named after. He's named
You
after
look
Philip
Canadian. You look
Yeah,
Canadian.
a
Or
little Canadian,
You
but
look-
maybe a little bit of Irish.
you look like you're from L.A., or Lower Alabama.
Yes. Yeah. Listen, I can't. I'm stepping outside on the old deck. I said I'll get sunburn if I'm out there too long. So
100%, man. You gotta fucking put that damn suntan lotion on like a damn
get moonburn.
like a cake and icing.
It's-
You know what I mean?
It's true. My dad
Bailey,
always,
this motherfucker looks like he's the guy that goes to the beach, Bailey, and he's got the damn sun, like the white nose.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
You got to-
like somebody came on his fucking nose.
Well, listen, true story. My dad. I'm going down to the beach.
Somebody probably did.
I'm going down the beach the other like a year or two ago, and I'm like, Dad, hey, we're gonna be a little bit right towards the pier. He goes, Jim, I'm just gonna walk up to get over the dunes, and I'm just gonna look to where I have to squint my eyes because the sunlight reflects off your Irish skin. I'll know where you are. Don't worry about it. So,
yeah,
anyway,
he's been
but-
through it before. I
Yeah.
met him.
Yeah, that's right.
I met you.
You're my dad.
Look,
yeah.
look, when I met his mom and dad, this was this Christmas, right? They come down, and I walked over to his mom and dad. I said, "Do you know how much Joey's his brother? He's actually right outside looking at the podcast." But I said, "You know how much Joey loves Joe Biden? He voted. I said he voted for him." And she goes, "I know you're full of shit now."
It's a little bit of a conservative family. for sure.
You know, I will say this:
Yep.
the Sheridan family is a great family.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Thank you.
And,
for sure.
And his dad is a great man.
I liked him. I liked him. Hey, Bobby, when's the last Democratic president you voted for?
I've never voted for a fucking Democrat.
Why?
Even like not even a president, nothing.
Look, they're good
for
people.
not even county commissioner or anything.
No. Never vote for a fucking Democrat.
You have. You voted for fucking Trump.
Well,
That guy's a fucking Democrat if I've ever seen one.
well, I tell you what he was. He was the.
Oh, I'm a Democrat for 42 years. I mean, I just flipped to fucking
he
to win the
just flipped.
presidency.
You're right, because he actually supported the Democratic Party and fucking Hillary Clinton, all those motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm. Gave
And
money,
as-
all
and
kinds
as-
of
And
shit.
as soon as he ran against him,
Yeah.
they hated him.
Well, everybody hated him.
Politics is the devil's juice.
Yeah. It's like Bobby Boucher. Politics is the devil.
There are no Democrats or Republicans. They're the haves and haves not.
They all suck, don't they?
They do.
Yeah.
But you got to vote for what's best for you.
Yep.
And America needs to wake up and realize that you got to quit voting for these liberals. Even that goddamn asshole.
Which one?
There's a lot of them.
Which one specifically are you talking about?
Which one, though?
What's your favorite one?
Goddamn Utah.
Does that have something to do with-
fucking,
That fucking Utah.
he was the governor of Massachusetts.
Talking about Mitt Romney.
Mitt Romney, right?
No, what a stand-up guy, though.
No, he's an asshole, right? He's a fucking piece of shit asshole.
Heard he's a
right?
good father and a really good grandfather, though.
That doesn't matter. You know why he's a good grandfather, good father? Because he's been robbing the goddamn American people his whole life. I will give him credit. He was a businessman, and he realized I can make more money in politics.
In Salt Lake City, correct me if I'm wrong. I think he was
He was the
he was
over
the
the Salt
architect of it.
Lake
He was
City of
the governor doing it.
He was the Salt Lake City Olympic
Those were good
Games.
games. Those were good
Well,
games.
they were the only profitable Olympic Games. I'm not saying the guy doesn't know how to run a business.
Huh?
I'm just saying people need to get away from one side or the other. In other words,
we need
more.
need
to be looking at
But you know the
reality.
the
In other
Democrats
words,
and the Republicans both want to keep it just two. They don't
do.
want. They
They
don't want
do.
3 and 4 and 5.
This is the reason why. This is the reason why people need to.
They're on the
realize.
same team there. They don't
really
want
are.
any. They don't want any other.
You
Any
do
other.
realize
Yeah.
that fucking Ted Cruz goes out and has dinner with fucking whoever the Nancy Pelosi and all these people,
Yeah.
right?
You think they fucked before?
Well, I don't think so. Ted Cruz got a good-looking wife. There's no reason
So?
for her to fuck Nancy Pelosi. I mean, she's a nasty
But she's
old
powerful.
whore.
But she's powerful.
Anyway,
What is she?
a nasty old whore.
I'm never going to be able to
edit
run for
that out.
politics after this.
But I will say this.
Bailey.
You cannot trust any of them.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Especially the ones that have made a life in politics.
But the most.
and have never had a job.
You know the most evil one of all, forever. The most evil person we've had in not just in politics ever, by far. And nobody even fucking gets near him. Dick fucking Cheney. That guy's fucking. Oh, well, you
Listen
know.
to me.
Come on,
That
man.
guy was a goddamn
He's an
head of
NRA member.
Halliburton,
Listen,
right?
Bob.
Now you want to talk about shit? I'll tell you, because I contracted these assholes.
Well, there you
I
go.
was a DOD contractor.
I can't wait.
Halliburton and all these sons of bitches.
That's it.
Ain't nothing but a bunch of fucking crooks. The Bushes are involved
That guy
in
killed
too.
people for that shit, man.
Well, you know, listen,
He's a card-carrying NRA member, though, right?
he is.
He shot a dude in the face and made that guy
No,
apologize.
he shot him in the back. He thought he was a bird. But Dick Cheney was senile, right?
Yeah.
But I will agree with
The
you.
other guy
Well,
apologized.
he should apologize. He got right.
This fucking ass. That's awesome.
Hey, he got away with a good shot.
Oh,
If
fuck.
Jimmy stood up in front of a fucking goddamn 12-point buck
Yeah.
when I was
It'd be
about
my
to pull
fault.
the trigger, and
my
I
fault.
ended up and shoot him in the back, wow, goddamn, Jimmy, the fucking buck was right in front of me.
I would like to see that, though, by the way. Not you getting shot,
Nah.
but y'all going hunting in the woods together.
We've never hunted together. I've never actually hunted.
Jimmy-
Y'all couldn't sneak up on a goddamn squirrel. Are you
Jimmy-
kidding me?
Jimmy
I'm more of a
doesn't
tree
hunt.
stand guy.
Jimmy doesn't hunt.
The squirrel's not a good analogy for that, is it? Y'all couldn't sneak up on a fucking slug.
Jimmy does not
On a
hunt.
deaf raccoon.
That's right.
Jimmy's idea of hunting is going to the goddamn grocery store and finding the best looking piece of meat he can find.
Which one is that?
Whichever, I don't know. I don't want to get into that right now.
Okay. Later on.
However, I do enjoy hunting, and I have killed animals and things.
Yep. And
Bobby
things and things.
He once made me a. He was cleaning out his storage freezer and cooked up. He smoked. I didn't know you could do this. He said, "Try this." And I said, "What is it?" He said, "Try it." Tried it. He smoked a dove. He'd killed a dove. Is that right?
You
And
can
then he
smoke
smoked.
anything.
I didn't realize you could smoke a dove.
If you got in the way of a buck, right, and he shot you, we could smoke you.
guess so.
You would taste like fucking
Wouldn't be good.
fucking Pinot Noir and shit, but you could smoke you.
Well, and also probably a little bit of cinnamon taste from Jack Fire, but you know.
There you go.
too
You do
bad.
drink a lot of Jack Fire.
It'd be okay.
Are you the one that got everybody to fall in love with Jack Fire over there,
I
right?
don't know. I guess I'm part of it. I think it was a group, but for
So-
a while it was on sale. Then they jacked up the price. So.
So we met. You know, a little context here, okay? So we all live close together. This episode's going to be called "Random Bar Dude," by the way. But no, it's a cool relationship though, because we met at the Box, which is really a bar really close to our house. And you know, I met these guys 5-6 years ago.
it's been a while now.
And about, you know, when did you quit over there?
It's been 3 years. Yeah, about 3
Okay,
years
so
ago.
I met y'all 3 years before that.
Yes.
Y'all were working here for 3 years because we were in here.
That's right.
We were in here. So I met you at the Box and then figured out y'all worked in the same complex later, which is also another funny story.
Yeah, that's great.
Because this cock house motherfucker right here comes up.
First off, I'd like to disagree with the cockhouse thing because there's no cockhouse anywhere in my body. Not my mouth, my ass. There's no cockhouse anywhere.
You don't have a cock?
I do, but it's.
I would
not
call
a
your
cockhouse.
underwear a cock house then. Yeah.
Okay, well that's fine. I just don't want to get things confused.
So okay. So
been in
we're in
jail.
a
He wanted to be on record.
No, I don't think I've ever described like outside of this podcast where we're in an office complex with about 8 buildings that are all of them are 2 stories high, right? and it's the first time that he's been to my office. You've been in this complex before, I'm sure. But he comes in here, he parks his big fucking truck and gets out. He walks into the office, and I'm thinking he's walking in the office, and then he walks towards his truck, and I knock on the window because I didn't know if he was lost or something. So he takes around the backside of the building, which I'm like, oh, he must know that there's a fucking porch up here, and he can walk up to my room. So I walk out of the fucking porch, right? Walk around the corner. This guy's pissing on a fucking bush in a business complex. I go, this is going to be a great podcast.
And like the worst hidden bush.
Yes, it's the worst hit bush. Yes, it was like a twig. It's where I throw my dip cans.
We're in a residential area, but
Hey, when nature calls, you have to answer.
That's a fact. You also can get arrested if you do that too, though.
this is true.
Jesus Christ.
You'll be on a
That's the
list
least-
somewhere.
That's the least of my worries right now.
Bobby lives. He has a ranch. We call it
I'm
the
used
ranch.
to pissing off
Got
my
7
fucking
acres.
front porch.
Yeah, and you also have horses too, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So
And I got one of my best friends a horse's ass.
Yes.
Just kidding.
Friends like these. Anyway.
yeah. So we met at the box, right?
Yes.
And years ago, I told because I'm in the credit card processing game, and Jim's in the insurance game. I told him and his brother. I said, hey, I really want to start an insurance company because it matches with my business because I sell to business customers too. And 5 years rolls by, and now it's like going into fruition. We're talking about going into business together. We're gonna kill this shit. You know
I
that,
think so
right?
too. You know what I just realized too? I have.
You think we can get Bobby's insurance?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
It
been
might-
it's tough though.
it might take about 3 to 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll get it.
Yeah, I got some legal issues going on.
Is that how long it's gonna be? You're in jail for it? You're telling me? So that's the sentence.
Yeah, that's a sentence.
That's the sentence. I'll be here in
3 to
about
6
3 to
months.
6 months. 3 to 6 months, I'll be here.
I do my best.
Yeah, I heard that. But after that, I'll have something on my ankle and I can't leave the ranch.
You know what though? You've got to come out to the ranch sometime just
should.
to experience
Yeah,
it.
for sure. I live real close to you.
The 3 horses. Phil, who's the dominant. He's a big old. I don't even. He's a quarter horse.
He's a quarter horse paint.
So
And
you
then
got
I have-
Phil.
And then I have Ella, which is my most expensive horse, which she's a registered Pasifino.
Ooh, she needs to take medicine for that.
Well, that's
That's what he caught one time. He's like, I caught the Pasifino.
Yeah, little vowel checks. there.
Actually,
Yeah.
they're all my
Penicillin.
They're my daughter's horses, not mine.
No? Oh, okay. Does she ride still?
Yes,
That's
she
cool.
does.
And then Gypsy. You forgot Gypsy. But
Yeah,
Gypsy's the old
Gypsy
horse.
was the horse I bought for my daughter when her mother died, and she's been with us. Well, she was, goddamn, I don't know how much longer she's gonna live. She was like 11 years old, 12 years old when I bought her. My wife's been dead for 11 years, so she's 20-something years old. I'm gonna have to rent a fucking excavator here pretty soon.
Oh, quick,
that.
real quick story. But this is, I don't know, what was it, about 2 weeks ago. We're having a nightcap up at the ranch,
can see
standing
that.
on his porch. And,
Y'all were wearing y'all's bikinis,
no,
holding hands.
No, we're solving the world's problems.
These fucking guys have
Listen,
fucked at least 3 times.
listen,
Bailey,
do I look
listen,
like I need to
Bailey,
wear a
these guys
fucking bikini?
have fucked at least 3 times.
we're listening to George Strait. You know, you can't. George Strait. That's a manly man. Manly man. Listen to George Strait. But anyway,
heart.
so we're sitting there.
And promise to.
So Bobby,
That's what y'all are singing to each other.
No, so Bobby's got on his property. He also has a deer stand where he feeds deer. Deer come up. It's one of these.
It's
so,
not a stand; it's a feeder.
a
Yes.
deer feeder. Sorry, that's correct vernacular. But anyway,
It's a tripod.
Yes,
feeder, right?
yeah, that's exactly right. But so it's pretty
Pittsburgh,
late.
motherfucker.
Yeah, that's it.
Fucking
City boy.
Goddamn northern fuck.
So we're looking.
I
We're
said,
looking.
you know what? We need to talk about you motherfuckers, goddamn, being here.
Oh, wow.
What I was. Let me finish my story about the.
Yeah, go ahead.
The horse, real quick.
Go ahead. I'm
So
sorry.
I'm looking up the driveway, and I said,
He's about
I'm
to get.
squinting.
He's about to get to the Vaseline
No,
part.
no,
Go
I'm
ahead.
squinting. I'm like, shit, Bobby, that's looks like there's a deer walking down your driveway. And Bobby looks at me real, sarcastic. Well, Jimmy, there are deer around here. I do have my feeder. All right. So about 2 minutes go by. I'm like, I'm still looking.
Were you stoned?
No, I'm like, holy
sounds
shit.
like he
I
was
was
stoned.
like, that's a really big deer. That doesn't look like a deer. And Bobby's like, God damn it. That's Ella. So the horse somehow got out of the pen. So I'm like, Bobby, what are we gonna do? So the horse comes
I
up.
don't think a horse is in a pen.
I don't what in the
It's not a fucking dog, Jim. Jesus Christ.
Well, it got loose, so it's chewing.
Pasture.
It's pasture. It's chewing grass. And,
The gate,
and it's
you say
chewing.
that.
It's chewing grass and walking closer and closer to the woods. I'm like, Bobby, what do we do? Bobby's like, hold on, and he's kind of like petting her. She's not listening. She's going closer and closer to the woods. Bobby goes, I know what to do. He runs up to his house, opens the door, goes, Gracie, get out here. Your horse is loose. So Bobby's daughter comes down, pets the horse, puts is it a muzzle? I don't know. And walks it very calmly back into the pasture. But it was almost exact, but it was also actually a sweet moment
It was
watching.
a very learning experience for you.
Yeah, but I thought it was a moose then. But it was just that one of his horses got loose.
Horses are very therapeutic. As a matter of fact,
28 days later. Now that's a zombie movie, right? What's the Sandra Bullock one?
28 days. That's 28
Yeah,
days.
28 days.
28 days
Yeah.
sober. I
as a
think.
matter of fact, horses are very therapeutic. A horse can hear your heartbeat within 4 feet. If you're standing 4 feet from that horse, he can hear your heartbeat.
Yep. What
And
if it's a
you-
girl?
If you get in the pasture with a horse,
Yep.
right? Every horse's heartbeat is in sync.
Yep.
And if you stand there long enough, your heart rate will be in sync too.
That's bullshit. That's
What's the thing you
Hey,
said about
that
the
guy's
fly?
more full of shit than a Christmas fucking turkey. There's no way. That's like girls fucking men's trusses sink the fuck
Horses
up.
are the best therapy there is in the world.
I agree with that. I've heard that. 28. They made a movie about it. Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock.
Yeah, they made a movie
She was trying to
You
get
know
sober.
what? Let's talk about Sandra Bullock for a minute.
Okay.
Taking quite a turn here.
Yeah.
That movie she made for Netflix, The Unforgiven or whatever, when she was a prisoner.
I haven't seen it. Yeah,
Well, you
tell
should
me about
watch
it.
it.
Yeah.
It's a great movie, right?
I've heard. Yep.
And she looks like a real hag in it.
Yep.
But
Playing the character,
I'd
right?
still bang her.
Yeah, I'm sure you would. I'm sure
character.
you would.
She's a good character.
Sandra
That
Bullock,
was a
if you
great
ever get a hold of
movie.
this podcast, he will fuck you.
Yeah, well,
And he has
I'm
a
just
ranch. He's got
saying.
land.
But and a horse.
Yeah, 3 horses.
3
But
horses.
that was
Yeah.
actually a great movie that Netflix did. I know they're going through some rough times right now because they're a bunch of liberal fucking assholes. But they did put out a couple of good movies.
Yeah, the Ozark's coming back. So
You wanna read that for us, Jay?
Yeah. I'm gonna go the wild. In the wild, horses will synchronize their heartbeats to the other horses in the herd in order to sense danger more quickly.
I told you that.
You can't fucking believe everything you read on
That
goddamn
is-
Google.
that's really interesting.
The
though.
ability to hear a heartbeat of a human from 4 feet away.
No, he said that.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
that's-
the one in the black is the
So
synchronized thing.
you guys are calling me out on this.
No,
I'm just telling
no.
you.
He just verified it for you.
He
was
called
on
me
your
out.
side.
He
said-
called me
He
out.
said you were right.
He called me out.
Well, there's one thing I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to say anything unless I know I'm right.
Well, you've said a lot of shit that I've heard from you. You not know you're not fucking right.
Yeah.
What kind of
Donald Trump's the best goddamn president ever.
No,
You've said that
no,
before,
no,
you
no,
cockhat.
no, asshole.
You definitely
I never
have.
said he was the best president.
What'd you
I
say?
said he was the best fucking choice we had.
Oh, that might be right. You might have said that. That's for sure.
He was a fucking narcissistic asshole from New York.
Do you think we need more cops?
No,
You think we need less?
we need to
thought
fucking punish people for what they do wrong.
Yeah, but how so then?
All right, let me put you.
Let's say I steal a candy bar in the gas station. What is that punishment?
Well, it depends on how old you are.
Well, I'm 42.
This is Jay. He just
Cut your fucking hand off.
Oh, really? So you're going there?
If you're 42 years old and you're still stealing fucking shit from a grocery store.
What if you have no money and you have a kid in the car or maybe you don't have a car, you have a kid in the woods in a little tent.
Well, still
He
cut
goes,
your
"Ah, man,
hand
you don't
off.
have a car."
Cut your
No, I'm
hand
just
off.
saying,
Take your
you're
kid
still on a
away
payday,
and
but
put it
you've
with
got
a
a
real
car.
family, right?
What I'm saying is there's what he's saying is there's extenuating circumstances, right?
There's always extenuating
So
circumstances.
if I'm starving, it's not okay for me to steal, but it's understood
If you're
why
starving, that means that you're not smart enough to kill a fucking rabbit or a squirrel
That's
or
true.
anything to eat.
I steal. Well, that's true.
So if you're starving and it resorts to you stealing a fucking candy bar from a store
Yeah,
that the guy owns,
your hand should be gone.
Well, Yeah.
Learn how to use.
Yeah.
Learn how to use like a.
Oh, yeah.
Learn how to use
Cut
a bow
your
and
hand
arrow
off.
and stuff.
Don't put him in jail. Cut your hand off. Do you realize that the fucking prison system now has become a fucking goddamn... It's privatized.
Of course.
It's all about money.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay?
They keep
We're-
people there.
Oh, yeah.
They keep
Goddamn.
the
Let me
people
tell
there.
you something. The prison system right now is fucked up as a soup sandwich.
There you go, soup sandwich.
All
That's what
right?
sandwich, yeah. Free
Because
advertising.
Yeah, that's it.
It's all about, if I could, right now, if I had the money to buy fucking 100 acres of land and build a goddamn prison, the federal government would pay me millions of dollars to put these people
$200 a head
in there, right?
per month.
Oh, there you go.
Right?
It's money time, baby.
Right? For what? For non-child support payments. For fucking goddamn, you had more marijuana on you than you're supposed to.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? You didn't tell me who you bought this cocaine off of.
So the
Listen,
last stat I read, and this goes along with you. The last stat I read was America has 5% of the world's population and 25% of the world's prisoners.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is fucked up.
That is.
It
That's
truly is.
That's a messed up
Because
stat.
I'll be
I
the
agree with
first
you.
one to admit, and I'll be the first one to tell you, we are locking people up and putting people in prison for bullshit reasons.
100%.
Okay?
Yep. And it hurt, and you're right about the privatized prisons because
You privatize
it's
them.
pushing them to stay in there because
Well,
that's $200 I'm missing, and I don't want
But
you to get
first
out.
off, I'm all about capitalism. I am 100% about capitalism. Capitalism is the only goddamn economy that will pull people out of fucking poverty.
Yep.
However, once you put capitalism with government goddamn contracts and government bullshit like prisons,
Yep.
or then
Or Halliburton.
then you Halliburton,
Yep.
right? Dick Cheney, Halliburton, all these motherfuckers. Then you muddy the waters, okay?
That's fact.
Right? You cannot have a prison system that's ran by a corporation
Yep. No, I agree.
because
The problem is
key
the
for them-
I understand the why they went there though. I understand the thinking. It doesn't make sense, but I understand the thinking. The thinking is they run them better, and they.
Right.
But because have you ever been to the goddamn DMV? It sucks.
Oh, no.
You
Well,
know,
look at
So-
SpaceX. The
right?
private sector's
Well,
we're
they do
shooting up
that for
places.
different reasons too, because they because of secret. They don't want to give their secrets out, and private people can do it better. But what I'm saying is. I understand the thinking behind it, why it started, but then it got into very greedy fucking hands.
Listen, I always understand, but fucking Social Security. Hey, it started
Here we
out to be
go.
a good thing, all right? But you know what? And then all of a sudden, your money goes to everybody else that never paid a fucking dime.
Right.
Never trust the government. The government's your enemy. It'll always be your enemy. The government works for you.
Supposed to.
The government is your employee.
Supposed to.
Okay?
Founding
Supposed
fathers.
to.
This is where we lost our way.
Heard that.
Okay? They're not supposed to tell you what you can. The CDC is a fucking organization that
Private.
right?
Yep.
That has nothing to do. They have no fuck masks. Listen,
Fuck mask.
I'm gonna tell you. The whole goddamn all this shit's coming to
Such
a head.
passion. That was passion.
Which is fucking amazing to me.
How close are we to fucking having to ride your horses around because the fucking gas, everything's going wrong? We're having to carry guns into damn stores and shit like that just to protect us. How close are we?
Now, we're not that close. You want to know why?
Why?
Because too many of these people there are pussies. First off, they can't ride a horse. Secondly, they can't shoot a gun. And you know what? Thirdly, they want the government to take care of them. They don't care
that's
about
true.
going to the store. They don't care about going to the fucking movies. They don't care about goddamn being able to go have a drink with their friends.
They care
right,
about
that's
that.
No, they don't. You know what they care about? They
that?
care about, well, I ain't got to pay for it, so I can goddamn sit here on my porch and drink my free fucking beer and I eat my free chicken or free pork chops or whatever the fuck the government's giving me. Free cheese.
I'm just curious.
That's it.
You mentioned about going to the movies.
Government cheese.
I'm genuinely curious. What is the last movie that you went to
I
in
would
the
love to
movie
hear this
theater?
too, yeah. What's the last movie you saw?
And like in a movie theater, were you
The
went
last
in?
movie I
Forrest
went to
Gump.
see, okay, all right, and I will say this.
I think I know what it is.
Y'all probably were there
We bought a
together.
zoo. No,
you
no,
shared
no.
fucking
No,
popcorn
no,
together.
we bought a zoo. No.
The last movie I went to see in the movie theater
Yeah.
was with my daughter, and it was just before her. She was 17, just before her 18th birthday. It was Avengers Endgame.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, that is a good. One.
Great fucking movie.
Hell yeah.
Great job. It was. I enjoyed it. It was it didn't feel like it was 3-something hours or whatever, but that was the last movie I went to see in a movie theater.
Bailey says
But the
Bailey
best
says
movie-
Kylo Ren is a better villain than Thanos.
I would agree with that.
What?
Thanos, he kind of just flamed out.
He's a badass fucking villain.
Iron Man
Kylo Ren is a God. He's awful. No, he's an awful villain. I liked him in the last movie and how they wrapped it up.
Yeah.
But he's not a scary villain, man. He's just not. He's not Darth Vader.
Yeah, I mean, if I woke up in the middle of the night and Kylo Ren or Thanos
Yeah,
was standing
I'd-
over me, I'd be more afraid of Thanos.
Of course
So
you
I'll
would.
give
You know
that.
what? If Kylo Ren was there,
I
you'd be
could
like, "Hey,
see
you want to
that.
get a glass of fucking hot tea?"
Yeah, well.
Well, with a little whiskey in it.
Yeah, whatever. A little, yeah, for him, champagne.
I didn't say he was better than
fan.
Thanos.
What'd you say?
I said that top tier of movie villain,
Yeah, he's there.
Kylo Ren's there. Yeah,
Oh man.
yeah.
I
In that top classification. He
Well,
was
it's
good.
kind of hard to say. 'Cause
What
fucking
what is,
good
what
one.
is the what is the most silly thing you've been arrested for?
the most silly thing I've been arrested for.
Yep.
Well,
We're talking about stupid arrest and how you shouldn't do that. Because most countries, if you're walking down the street and you're stumbling drunk, you don't go to jail. They fucking find you a ride home,
That's true.
or they leave you there. Okay.
Or maybe the police had to respond to something.
Yeah.
But maybe we weren't necessarily arrested. But
Because I've been arrested, in the past for public drunk before I was 21. And I had been like 16 to 18. You should never go to jail for
I
that.
agree with that.
You just shouldn't.
well, I'm trying to think.
Ties up the court
because I'm
systems
gonna tell you, I've only been arrested a few times.
All right.
Like
So neither of them were silly.
So I guess the silliest time I was arrested.
I beat the shit out of this girl without fucking with me.
Well, no, I never hit a woman.
Oh, there you go.
Never hit a woman. It was actually, I wasn't even arrested actually, but I was
Detained.
detained. Right.
There you go.
It happened back in 1987.
I was 7 years old.
I was too.
There we
I
go.
was I had my big truck, and I was driving a truck across the country, and I was detained by the Arizona State Police.
They thought you were Mexican?
No, because we were hauling cigarettes out of fucking Georgia, right? And that was
yeah.
back in the day when the
Interstate commerce.
fucking
Eastbound and down. We
Well-
loaded up and trucking.
Well, listen, it's all funny, but let me finish my story.
Oh, all right.
So we're hauling. I'm hauling
I've never heard
cigarettes.
this story, I don't think.
Hauling cigarettes from fucking Macon, Georgia,
Let him finish.
from Brian Williams,
There
right?
you go.
To fucking goddamn
Arizona.
California.
Oh, California. Okay. You got stopped in Arizona.
Well, yeah, we got stopped in Arizona because Arizona, they were goddamn worried about the goddamn fire ants back in there. 87, 88, whatever, okay?
No, I didn't know that.
Of course not. You weren't even fucking old enough to remember that.
I know they were worried about fire ants. What were
Yeah.
the fire ants doing? They're trying to rebel.
Well, they were, I don't know what the fuck. They were.
You
they
could just
did-
run
they-
them over with the rig.
Yeah, or step on
they,
them.
They didn't want them out there because there was, they just, whatever the fuck. It's all the agricultural bullshit.
Sorry.
Right? I can't tell you why.
We're digressing. I'm
No,
curious.
no, but I wanted to stop
If
right there.
if
That's
I knew
weird.
why, I would be in head of the Department of Agriculture, okay?
All right.
I am
Okay.
not. I was a
But in
truck driver at the time. Okay?
87, there was a problem with fire ants in Arizona.
No, there was a problem with fire ants coming from Georgia, Alabama, and everything to Arizona.
Oh, which is why they stopped. Okay, now
Yes.
it's tying in. So
Oh, because they could be in the truck.
I got
Yes.
you.
Ah, still doesn't make sense. but
So
go
the
ahead.
silliest thing was because I was hauling untaxed tobacco at the time. I told these people in Arizona at the public safety people at the scales, I said, you can't cut that seal. You cannot cut that seal and check my trailer for fire ants.
So that's federal stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they said, well, we're going to do it. I had a phone number to call. I called the phone number, and within 30 minutes, there were a bunch of fucking black goddamn Suburbans and fucking black cars pulling up,
That's a cool story.
right?
Trying to get them fire ants, huh?
They
Well, they wanted. You
listen
can't
to me.
touch the.
They didn't
a
give a
real
shit
thing.
about the fire ants. They wanted to make sure that tobacco was taken care of.
Ah, it's stamped right, huh?
So the
Yes.
feds came in making sure the state didn't mess with their
Yes.
federal taxmen. They didn't want the
And I
state
told the
going
guy,
in
you
and
know,
looking
and
at.
that poor bastard in Arizona probably lost his job. I don't care because he was an asshole
There
anyway.
you go.
The fire ant shit is real shit. By the way, they Texas imported fire ants in some sort of fire ant conservation effort in 1988 into Arizona,
You're
and
two
they
for
were
two.
stopping people importing fire ants into Arizona.
Why the fuck were they importing fire ants?
It was some sort of fire ant conservation management project. is what
Jesus
it says.
Christ,
You guys
that's
think
weird.
I'm lying to you.
No,
no,
I did not think you were lying to me because look, a lot of times
But
I get that. I get that, but I want to know why.
You
So it
asked
had
me.
to, no, you were right.
Because I was
You-
in
you-
fucking
you-
third grade in
well,
Mrs.
you-
Raleigh's fucking class at that time. I don't know,
Well,
man.
you asked me the silliest reason why I was detained or
Yeah,
arrested.
that's pretty silly.
Yeah.
It's pretty silly.
Yeah.
got in trouble.
If you were the president right now, Bobby Miller, what would you do different?
Well, first thing I would do,
Yeah,
I would open up the Keystone Pipeline again, like Trump did.
there you go.
I would start drilling for oil here. I would just whatever. I would put America first.
No import oil,
No, I mean obviously you're gonna have some imports, but you know we
but
can't.
very little though.
we can
I like that.
We can actually be energy efficient, right?
Sure.
And to be honest with you, if I was the president, I would tell everybody, oh, yeah, no, there's a grain shortage for you motherfuckers, not for us. Because you know what? If I was the president, I would care about America and American people. And I would care about you and you, my buddy Jimmy.
That doesn't mean you don't
care.
care about Mexicans and Canadians. You just care
I
about.
care about everybody, but you know what? It's not my job to feed. Let me ask you a
The
question.
Moldovan
sir.
children.
When you have a baby,
Yep.
you got married, you had a baby, right?
That's right. Two.
All right. And your neighbor had a baby, right?
Yep.
Are you responsible for feeding your neighbor's fucking baby? No, you're not. If your neighbor comes over to you and says, hey, can I borrow a fucking goddamn scoop of fucking formula to feed this whiny ass kid? Give him a scoop
I
of
definitely
formula,
would give it.
all
I
right?
definitely give him a scoop.
But you're not responsible for fucking raising that fucking kid.
No, that's true. I'm not.
Yeah, can I say fuck?
Yeah, well, you've been saying it the whole fucking time, man.
All right, I want to make sure.
Yeah, you can.
That's a
The
good
point I'm
analogy,
trying to
though.
say
Good
is-
analogy.
You know, you can only be responsible for so much.
Right.
Okay?
What do you think about Justin Trudeau? God, I've always fucking.
Oh, that fucking Canadian Prime Minister?
Yeah.
Well, first off,
Doesn't he have a fucking fine ass wife though?
no. Let me tell you
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Let me tell you something about the Canadians.
All right.
Our Salvation Army could cook the Canadians' ass.
Cook them?
Kick the Canadians'
Oh,
ass.
kick their ass. Okay.
The fucking Canadians are a bunch of pussies.
We got a couple good
Hey, you heard
Canadian
it,
friends,
hey,
though.
Bailey. You heard it from here. The Salvation Army.
Could take Canada.
Oh yeah. Hey,
off
you're
Canada.
you're owned by the Salvation Army.
I don't know. Does the Salvation Army doesn't have horses? The Mounties, they just ride right over them.
They would. They definitely would. Yeah.
The Mounties are a bunch of goddamn. Anyway, Canada is still under the British flag. They're not even their own fucking nation.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not. They still answer to the Queen.
No.
anybody
the
answers to the
fuck
Queen
out of there.
anymore.
No, they
Nah.
don't. Even England doesn't. You're right.
Yeah.
But no, they
What I'm saying
don't.
is they're still under the British flag.
Of course, but there's in the Commonwealth a lot of people under the British flag that still
Not
run the
America.
country. No, we're for sure. No, we said no.
Aye?
We said no. Get out, and they stayed out, and for good reason.
You know what the greatest fucking line in any movie was?
What?
Quigley Down Under. Tom Selleck, right?
I love that.
And them
movie, yeah.
goddamn
a lost
British
gem.
soldiers came up to him
Yeah.
and they looked at him and they said, I
was
can't
Selleck.
quote it verbatim, right?
You're paraphrasing.
I'm paraphrasing, right? Thank you, Jimmy.
You're welcome,
You're
buddy.
my goddamn editor.
Oh, just helping out.
But I'll tell you this. Oh, Quigley, right? He's sitting there, and the English pulled up because they still control Australia too.
Of course. No, well, no, they do not. They're a Commonwealth thing. They do not. They don't listen to fucking England. They'll tell England to go fuck off. They
I
have
know
a bunch.
England had all this land. all of a sudden,
they did.
Yeah,
But they
used
tell them to
yeah.
go fuck off. India would tell them to fuck off too.
Well, yeah, well, Canada can't tell them to fuck off.
Yes, they can.
Yeah, no, they can't. Canada's a bunch of wussies.
That's true.
All right, let me tell you this.
I'd say
The
that.
greatest line in the movie was.
Sorry, Brad Park. I love
All
you.
right, the greatest line in that movie, one of the greatest lines, not the greatest line, but one of the greatest lines, was when those goddamn limey bastards were on their horses and they looked down at
Yep.
Quigley, yeah.
and they said,
AKA Tom Selleck.
they said, well, yeah, they said something about America. They said something about America, whatever, and their problems. And old Quigley says, well, we don't have any problems since we kicked you out.
That's the greatest line?
Oh, that's it.
What the fuck?
That
Bobby?
was a little anticlimactic.
Jesus Christ.
But I will.
It's a hit on the fucking
I will
English,
say this.
man.
I know, but I will say this. We've always agreed about this. Quigley Down Under is a very
an
it's an
incredible
underrated.
movie.
It's really underrated. It's a great Australian Western. Yeah.
Well, it's
It
kind
is.
of both, yeah. It's kind of a American, Australian, Western.
is,
Yeah. No, it's
I mean,
great.
it's American
It's no Dundee, but goddamn, it's good.
It is good.
Oh, that fucking Dundee shit was overrated.
What? That's not a knife. This is a knife. Come on,
Fucking
man.
Dundee.
I've actually never even seen any of those movies. But
Ah, shit, that sucks. Well, look,
Has anybody in this room seen Lonesome Dove?
I have. It's fucking incredible.
It is the greatest
Yes.
fucking movie ever made.
Yes,
Right?
it's so great. It's probably
Let's face
8
it.
hours with all the.
It is.
Things,
It's
yeah.
8 hours, right?
So great, yeah.
Great movie, right?
But it doesn't move
Gus
very fast.
Woodrow.
It doesn't. It doesn't. It's meant to not move fast though.
Right. I need
It's
to
meant
watch
not to
all of
because it really. I remember when it came out when I was a kid, and it was really like the first like long series TV shows how they did it.
Well, back,
And then they put it into VHS in the movies, but it's such a great fucking movie, man.
well, you know what? You're right. I mean, it was never a movie. I mean, if it was a movie, it would have been like an 8.5-hour movie.
Yeah.
It was a mini back in the
you think-
80s.
Miniseries, yeah. Yep. I remember when it
it's-
came out, everybody loved it because it was.
Yeah.
I gotta watch it. I watched the first episode. I need it. You think it stands the test of
good.
time though?
Oh,
yeah,
fuck,
it
it's
does.
great. It's great.
Oh God, and Woodrow, Gus,
Yes, it's great.
and when
It is.
and I'm gonna tell
I need
you
to go
something.
back and watch it because I haven't watched it in a while either.
I might watch
Well,
something.
he said, well, old guy said to Woodrow when they were down there in Texas, why do you want to go up there? He said, I want to be there before the lawyers and the politicians do.
There you go.
Right.
That's it.
Another good line.
All right.
Movie line.
Here's what
Never
we're gonna
trust
do.
a
This is
lawyer
gonna.
and never trust a politician.
That's a fucking fact. Look, this is part one. We're gonna do part two in a couple weeks.
I like it.
And we're gonna continue this.
I like it.
And I appreciate y'all tuning in. Soup Sandwich, Bobby Miller, motherfucker, the random fucking bar guy. That's it.
Amen.
A great American, Bobby
Wow,
Miller.
hey,
American.
hey,
The great American Bobby
hey,
Miller.
not just me, but my buddy Jim Sheridan.
Oh, thank you.
I thought he was gonna say me.
You too, though. You too. All right.
Well, you're the fucking host.
Peace.
All of the knots, all of the guap, all of the pesos, all of the pollo, all of the knots, all of the guap, all of the pesos, all of the pollo, all of the money, all of the money, all of the money, all of the money, all of the money.